Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos by Chock side after painful surgery. Golden Bachelorette star Joan Vassos had yet to officially vow to be by fiancé Chock's side through sickness and in health. But that didn't prevent her from traveling to Kansas to help him recover from a recent painful surgery. Keep reading to find out why Chock went under the knife and how he's doing now. Golden Bachelorette couple settles into life together. Golden Bachelorette couple Joan Vassos and Chock took a different approach to their relationship than usual Bachelor Nation couples. Most couples from the franchise immediately move in together after getting engaged on the show. While that works, sometimes Joan and Chock are trying things a little differently. The couple are very much in love, but live separate lives. Joan has her home in Maryland. Meanwhile, Chock continues to reside in Kansas. The two get together as much as they can, but neither plans to uproot their entire lives to move to another state. Chock undergoes painful surgery with fiancé by his side. Joan and Chock may live separately, but they are together for the important moments. Chock recently underwent eye surgery for the second time. He revealed the news during a joint social media video with Joan to answer burning, unrelated questions from fans. Big shout out to Joan. She came into Wichita this weekend because I had refractive eyelid replacement surgery for the second time in my right eye, he said. The reality star said he's doing good in his recovery, but is cranky and in pain. Joan chimed in that her fiancé is a real trapper during his recovery. One fan of the couple shared their own experience with the eye surgery. They wrote, "I've had the lens exchange about 7 years ago. It's the best thing I've done. Very expensive, but well worth it." They did one eye, then 2 weeks later the other eye. Worked instantly. Not to be confused with cataract surgery. It's almost like putting permanent lenses in your eyes. According to the Academy of Ophthalmology, the surgery is simply cataract surgery with intraocular lens, IOL placement prior to the formation of a visually significant cataract. Joan Vassos reveals their next adventure. Sweet Joan is taking great care of me as I recover from eye surgery. It's been nice spending some time together before things get busy again, Chock wrote in the Instagram post caption. Joan Vassos revealed while answering a fan question about their next travel adventure that things are about to get really busy for the couple. Their next vacation is a few days in Punta Cana. But first, they plan to meet up in New York City. The couple most recently traveled to Los Angeles, California, together to attend the Bachelor Season 29, after the final Rose special. Joan joked on Instagram about Chock meeting Jerry Turner for the first time. When your fiancé meets the first guy you dated on national television. Joan Vassos knew love could be found at any age, but what she didn't expect was to find herself comforting a man through one of the most vulnerable moments of his life. Just weeks before stepping into the spotlight as the first ever Golden Bachelorette. When ABC announced Joan as the radiant, resilient 61-year-old star of its spin-off show, fans remembered her as the graceful, grief-stricken widow who had tearfully exited Jerry Turner's season of The Golden Bachelor to care for her daughter. Now, with her own chance at love unfolding on national TV, Joan's journey took an unexpected real-world twist, one that left fans buzzing and her heart unexpectedly full. The man, Gregory Chock Andrews, a retired high school principal from Virginia Beach, one of the men cast to potentially win Joan's heart on the show. But fate had other plans. Before filming officially began, Chock underwent emergency shoulder surgery after a nasty fall during a hike with his grandson. The injury sidelined him from the competition, but not from Joan's life. It wasn't just a romantic connection. Joan recently told Good Morning America in a warm interview that had viewers reaching for tissues. Chock and I bonded deeply before filming even started. He was thoughtful, funny, and had this way of making me feel seen. When he called to say he couldn't compete because of the surgery, I told him, "I'm not filming yet. I can be there for you. Let me show up." Joan flew out to Virginia Beach under the radar, quietly slipping into Chock's world while producers scrambled to reshuffle casting plans. Photos leaked of Joan at a local rehab facility, her hand gently resting on Chock's arm as he practiced mobility exercises with a determined smile. Other snaps captured her pushing his wheelchair through a farmer's market, laughing as he pointed out heirloom tomatoes and joked about how he used to be the real hot dish around here. Though Joan was slated to start filming just 2 weeks later, she made the most of every moment with Chock. She brought homemade soup, Chock recalled during a surprise video message aired on Live with Kelly and Mark. And not from a can either. This was real-deal Italian wedding soup. She even snuck in some red wine in a thermos. I was in pain, but I never felt more cared for. Their connection, built quietly behind the scenes, began sparking speculation among Bachelor Nation fans online. Reddit threads and Instagram accounts lit up with hashtags like #JoanandChock and #SoupIsTheLoveLanguage. Viewers wondered, would this off-camera romance jeopardize the upcoming season of The Golden Bachelorette? According to insiders, Joan remained committed to the show. Joan is a woman of incredible integrity, a producer revealed. She wanted to explore love on screen to honor the process. But what happened with Chock reminded us all. Real life doesn't wait for the cameras to roll. Once Chock was well enough to travel, Joan returned to Los Angeles for filming, but sources say she kept in touch with him daily, checking in between rose ceremonies and poolside cocktail parties. Rumors swirled that Joan even referenced Chock during a tearful moment in a one-on-one date. "I never expected love to come to me this way," she reportedly told a contestant, her voice cracking. "But there's someone back home who showed me that love is sometimes quiet. It shows up in hospital rooms and phone calls. In soup." Some contestants, according to insiders, were stunned, questioning whether Joan's heart was still open to the process. But others respected her honesty, acknowledging that love doesn't follow a perfect TV arc. "I came here to fall in love," Joan explained in a powerful confessional clip teased in a mid-season trailer. "And maybe I already did." When filming wrapped, fans noticed Joan was more guarded in interviews. She avoided talking about her final pick, instead focusing on themes of self-worth, resilience, and the idea that love stories don't have to look traditional to be real. Then last week, Joan and Chock were spotted again, this time in Annapolis, Maryland, sharing an early morning coffee and walking hand in hand through a marina. The photos were casual, unposed, and quietly beautiful. Joan wore no makeup. Chock still had his shoulder in a sling, but he was beaming. "It's not about grand gestures," Joan told People in an exclusive statement released today. "It's about showing up. Chock showed up for me emotionally, and I was honored to be by his side through something painful. We didn't plan for this. But life isn't a script. It's a leap of faith." So what does this mean for the Golden Bachelorette? Insiders hint that Joan's journey will break the mold and feature a twist unlike anything fans have seen. While ABC is tight-lipped about whether Chock makes a surprise appearance on the show, or whether Joan leaves the mansion early, producers say viewers should brace for a finale that redefines what happily ever after looks like. "Joan is the heart of this franchise now," said longtime host Jess Palmer. "Her grace, her courage, and her unexpected love story remind us all that romance doesn't end with age. In fact, it may just begin again, over a bowl of soup, or at the side of someone who needs you." As fans count down to the premiere, Many are already calling Joan and Chock the love story of the year. One built not on fantasy dates and tropical getaways, but on loyalty, compassion, and the quiet power of being present.